As a result, it appears that our minds are most active at night. Maybe it hears us as soon as we lie down in bed. Maybe it wakes us up in the middle of the night. But when the mind is really active, it's difficult to focus on anything else. And it's certainly tough to let go enough to go asleep or fall back to sleep. And a busy mind needs a special attention. If it's busy, we kind of need to give it something to do. But we don't want to give it so much to do that it continues to feel busy. So there is a really simple technique. Takes a bit of patience, but it's really effective in quieting the mind, in calming the body, and providing the circumstance for falling asleep or returning to sleep. Sleep to begin with. Just make sure you are comfy and set up for going to sleep for the night or falling back to sleep. Preferably sleeping on your back, at least for the beginning of this exercise. You can always move later, and as you get more comfortable, like there is getting comfortable, just taking a couple of deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth as you breathe out each time, feeling or imagining the body letting go of any tension, feeling the weight of the body sink down into the mattress, the surface beneath you. And if you haven't done so already, with the next out breath, just gently closing the eyes. Now, if the mind is busy, the body will often feel restless as well. So, just for the next minute, I'd like you to gently place your hand on your stomach. You don't have to breathe in any special way, but just for 60 seconds, we're just going to stay with the flings of the breath, and the mind is going to want to draw you back into conversation. The mind will want to chase after particular thoughts. It's invested in remaining busy. So we're just going to allow the mind. So we are just going to allow the mind to stay busy. That's what it wants to do. Allow it to think. And while it thinks, we are just gently resting our attention on the breath and that rising and falling sensation created by the breath just for a few more seconds, just staying with our feelings. And then we are just going to count the breath just 1 minute from 10 down to 1. As you feel the rising sensation, you count 10, falling sensation 9, then 8 and 7, all the way down to 0. If the breath are quite fast, you get there quickly, you can just repeat that again, starting at 10, just following the breath, counting down to 0. Just try that a couple of times through on your own. Now you can either continue with that ease time, just starting at 10, slowly counting backwards with each breath down to 0 while you flow the breath. This is a good time to start counting backwards, so you don't even need to focus on the breath at all here. So remember that with a busy mind, we need to give it just enough so that it feels occupied, but not so much that it feels busy, so that we can relax both the body and the mind. So let's get started. At 10,000 in the mind, our intention is to count back slowly, steadily, knowing that the mind is going to wander sometimes, knowing that we might even forget what number we are on. But it's time, just coming back to the last number. We remember and slowly counting down. So it's a very gentle, very slow, very steady counting. We don't need to worry about what the breath is doing. We don't need to worry about any thoughts coming and going. And accounting isn't tied to anything in particular. We just find our own natural rhythm and begin to count backwards, slow and steady. If you find the mind is particularly busy you can even visualize each number as you count it. If there's too much, then just focus on the counting itself. Just moving back through the numbers, committed to counting all the way down to 0. It's almost as though it's too much for the mind has to surrender at some point, but we just stay with it, not forcing anything, just creating the conditions as we continue to count downwards. Just continue with that for the next minute or so. So a very gentle focus. It shouldn't feel like a fight. The mind remains busy. Let the mind be busy. Temporarily pause the counting. Just come back to it, picking it up, and continue a slow, steady backward counting all the way down towards 0. Just staying with it. And as we count with this new number, it's as though the body gets a little heavier. My mind finds it a little easier to let go of thinking, and there is a greater sense of ease in both the body and the mind as we create the conditions to gently fall back to sleep again. You